come the C43 AMG and the GLC43 AMG. A big round of applause for our race drivers coming shooting in. And who better to drive, I would rather say, race these cars down the Strait of Sepang and present us these cars. Let me do a quick round of introductions. To my left, the well-known Chief Driving Instructor and current reigning Australian GT champion, correct, Peter? Peter Hackett. Ladies and gentlemen, warm round of applause for him. Next to him, his super quick part, Dom Story. And ladies and gentlemen, these two cars are not the only highlight we have in store for you today. On my right, I'm extremely proud to introduce to you our very well-known Malaysian-owned Nabil Jeffrey. He is renowned around Malaysia, and he's got the street cred, the racing credentials in the motorsport world. And I'm extremely excited and ecstatic to announce Nabil Jeffrey is our first AMG brand ambassador in Malaysia and being the product ambassador for the C43. Nabil, welcome to the Mercedes-Benz family. Welcome to the home of motorsports. Thank you for coming on board with AMG. Next to Nabil is our very own AMG brand and product expert, straight from Affalterbach, being based in KL, responsible for AMG in Southeast Asia, Guido Bormann. And the three remaining gentlemen, most of you know, they come out of the world of motorsports. They are our driving instructors at the Mercedes-Benz driving experience. Jake, Nathan and Nico, thank you very much for joining us. And Jake, actually, I found out earlier, or I actually found out a few weeks ago, is the new partner in the GT series together with Peter Hackett. And I mean, obviously, these guys are driving the Mercedes-AMG GT3, and that's a winning formula, right? So, I think it's best, let's go to back to the stars of the night, the C43 and the GLC43. How better to present and to introduce to you pure driving performance, racing machines, motorsports cars, by talking about performance and the engine. Ladies and gentlemen, these cars come with a V6 3-liter bi-turbo AMG engine, producing 367 horsepower and 520 meters of torque, and they're super quick. 4.7 seconds for this C43 and 4.9 seconds for the GLC43. That's super sports car performance in our racetrack limousine and our sports performance SUV. On top of that, they've got a lot of features, but I'm going to use our race drivers to explain a bit. Peter, you having the experience of our AMG cars, having that credentials of a race driver, nanoslide technology, tell us more about it.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. Nanoslide is a cylinder lining, essentially, that reduces friction inside the combustion chamber. Up to 50% reduction in friction, which of course improves efficiency, it improves power, and most importantly, it's come directly out of our Formula One program. So this is an example of research and development and technology making its way from the racetrack into our everyday performance cars.
That's actually a very good remark, because I forgot to say something earlier on. Nabil Jeffrey also holds the accolade of being the youngest Formula One test driver ever. With 16 years, I mean, none of us had a driver's license at that stage. He was testing and racing in a Formula One car. So that gives you all the knowledge of nanoslide technology. How does it feel to drive that in a Formula One car, and how does it feel in the C43, for instance?
Thank you, Mark. First of all, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to be a part of AMG Mercedes. First of all, when I got the car 3 weeks ago, the first time I put my legs on the pedals, it was just amazing. It was fast. It just went straight to 280. I mean, I was not on the speed limit, but it was amazing. The speed was just amazing.
I mean, thank you. I mean, I'm excited to have you on board, and it's great to have you as our brand ambassador. And as you just mentioned, your vehicle of choice is the C43. So in terms of the nanoslide technology, you've driven it in a Formula One car, you now feel the performance in the C43. How does it feel like?
For me, I think it feels very similar to a Formula 1 car. I mean, the torque is not as quick as a Formula 1 car, but driving this car, you can actually get a feel of what a Formula 1 car feels at the start, you know. So it's good for someone out there who wants to feel what a Formula 1 car feels.
Okay. I mean, if I stand here amongst these 7 race drivers, I'm probably the layman driver amongst them. But I've driven my fair share of 43 AMGs, and for me, one of the key elements is actually the AMG Performance 4MATIC. That make that speed, that handling, it makes it so drivable. Dom, you having driven these cars, you being a professional race driver, explain a bit, how does it feel, the agility, the performance, the stability, the handling of this car?
Yeah, from a racing point of view, the 4MATIC system is in the entire C43 range, so this gives you a lot of confidence when you're driving the car, when you're driving on race circuits like this or on the open road. So the 4MATIC system is fantastic, and it gives you a lot of confidence to really push the 43s to their limits.
And that combined with the 9G Tronic and the AMG Dynamic Select with its 5 different modes just make it so adaptable, and you can customize the setup of the car to your personal driving conditions. Jake, tell us a bit, what are the highlights for you for the GLC43? What do you particularly like about this car?
With the GLC, I think you get best of both worlds, really. You know, you get that AMG DNA that you get across throughout all the range, but also at the same time, being an SUV, you can still put the family in the back and not compromise at all in any of those characteristics.
Best of both worlds is actually the right keyword. I mean, that is what makes our AMGs so exciting. You've got that super sports car performance, but it's also your daily ride. Now, continuing with the elements which AMG put into this car. Peter and I were launching the GTR 6 months ago, and we were talking about quick lap times, about performance, about speed, racing that car, and he actually taught me something very important. You can have all the speed, but if you can't brake, it's worth nothing. So this car has also the AMG high performance brake system. Tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head there, Mark. Realistically, having a top-end speed is only of an advantage if you get to stop at the other end, and particularly at a circuit like Sepang, where there's a really heavy braking zone in towards turn 1, you need to have good pedal consistency, you need to have a good pedal depth, and with the performance braking system from AMG, you get that in the range of 43s, and also you get the latest evolution from the ABS and the brake assist systems as well. So, as well as the performance, you get the stopping power, which is essential on a racetrack.